What up, everybody? Okay, here. Made it to the Super Bowl. Take on 10-6 Cowboys.
Like and subscribe and hit the all notifications bell for more great content. Let's get the win.
Hell yeah, buddy, we're in the Super Bowl. Let's do this.
55.
Got some cowgirls to beat on. And I was right. I did get Josh Jacobs back, and he is a 99 overall. This is going to be fun.
And the Dallas Cowboys taking on Derek Carr. And
hopefully I get the ball on the opening drive.
Season number 101 of the NFL might have been the most unconventional yet.
Tampa
Bay.
Bay.
Made it through together, and now the eyes of the sporting world fall on us here tonight, as it is the night we crown
my
champion.
team's way better already. I'm pretty sure my offense is at 88 rating now.
From Raymond James Stadium
my defense is like at 81. I think my team's at 84 overall altogether.
We play for the Lombardi
I won MVP with Josh Jacobs, even with his injury, and I won Defensive Player of the Year with Nick Kwiatkowski, my middle linebacker. I think he definitely led the league in tackles.
Charles Davis, the story of the Raiders season, Charles, just an incredible one in Las Vegas. The brand new stadium, no one really knew what to expect.
That's right.
The Raiders hadn't won a playoff game since the 2002 season, but much like the Vegas hockey team did in their first season, here are the Raiders trying to win it all.
Yeah, good fortune smiled on them and the Vegas hockey team their first year in town, right? But how about this football franchise? Remember, in the past, they and the Colts,
they're returning
the only franchise to win a Super Bowl in 2 different cities. Now they're trying to win in their 3rd city. And I'll tell you this, if they pull it off, they won't just be celebrating in Vegas. I think they'll be smiling in Oakland as well.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin. All
right,
famers.
let's do
they
this.
Were known as the triplets.
Woo!
But then you go further back to those great teams.
Let's get hyped, boys. Super Bowl.
Led by Hall of Fame coach
made it.
Tom Landry. Roger Staubach at quarterback.
Stayed up extra late last night just so I could play that game with full concentration because I knew I was going to need it. That show was a tough one.
Here's the first carry for
Yes. Stuck that shit.
Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big
oh yeah, brick hands. Drop that shit.
There and took the 1 yard.
He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott.
Let's go.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Oh, Corey Littleton got a star now too.
On third down, it's Prescott.
Fuck.
It's
That was a good pass. All right.
The Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys
thought I had
have
them.
first down.
The 43-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down right near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down.
Should have prepped for the run.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Yes.
And he is going to be stopped
Cover
cold
deep.
behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but
Yes, let's go.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially.
Cover
so
three Sky right here.
By dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott.
All right, let's go.
He'll go down to the ground at the 39.
4th down.
Obviously, that's well short of the first.
Punt? Damn, they can't even make that field goal? Woo, let's go.
Strategy there, Brandon. 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like
Kid
that,
grabbed my phone.
I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr's really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch.
Ooh, is that a offsides? False start. God damn it.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Nah.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
Man.
Just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all.
Where's my play? Where's my play?
Staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dagger, there it is.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, fuck, he got to me.
Complete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
There we go.
Guys.
That was going to be a big run. Fucking caught in that lane.
First down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And he finds the tight end, Reed. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get 3 out of the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry by Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Man, I really got to get a stop here.
Excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by
Come on, guys.
And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to
Yes!
see the offense throw the
Let's
ball
fucking
on
go.
2nd and 3rd down here.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
On the tackle.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Stop that.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't.
4th down. Let's go. Held him to a field goal, even after all that. Bend but don't break, motherfuckers. All right. Now let's put up a touchdown.
The Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone?
Just say yes, sir.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
It's one of my go-to plays right here. Let's see if I can take a big shot downfield.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Oh, yeah, right there, baby.
Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
Woo! To the 5-yard line. That's what I'm talking about.
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
run the clock down a little bit since that was already a huge play.
Here's Jacobs. Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
With the first touchdown of the
MVP right there.
The Raiders have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
Trying not to give up any big runs, really. I'm really making them work for that.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Prescott.
Yes! Let's fucking go.
Down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Prescott to throw it.
Oh,
that's going to be
fuck, I should have intercepted that shit. Fuck, man.
That ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there.
Threw that to like 4 of my guys.
You never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Run the clock down a little bit on this drive. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Power up. Come on, Josh. Get some fucking yards on this drive.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
Damn, bro.
Very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 4th.
I gotta give it to them. Their run defense is good.
The lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs.
Damn, bro.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Reception here by Ruggs.
Had to spin away from that sideline.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down. Jacobs now.
There we go.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
There we go.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now left side
Ooh, with the run.
Pass. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
2nd and 11.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd and 11.
Hey, child, you're gonna injure yourself. Is that cord? There it is. Plug that in.
They run it with Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry there. It leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing his car on 3rd down. The open man here, Renfro. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Flushed out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And goal. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Let's go.
Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
14-3, baby.
This backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they force another incompletion.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
The line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Prescott from the gun on third. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down
Bend but don't break, baby. They took away my
break
fucking
some
interception,
tackles
at
with
least
the
I
tight end.
stopped him.
Yeah, get into that
Fucking
big frame
bullshit.
and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Zerline's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Raiders on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Gain of 1 yard on
3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl. Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Running with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jannard Avery. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Running is Jacobs. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is Tony Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the 2nd quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up. His way through contact and out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Prescott from the gun. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 28 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing again on second down. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Complete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Able to find Waller. That's complete.
That's good.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 10.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. When we have a tight game here, you know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando.
All right, it's halftime. Hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. That interception I threw kind of irritated me, but that's all right.
What a season this has been.
No game is going to be perfect.
Tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Now Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And I should probably return my own kicks. Forgot the halftime short during the Super Bowl.
Tyrell Williams heading back.
Man, I really got to run the ball better.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's
right as I say that.
Really becomes fun because
all right, let's go.
Keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Carr completes it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throw from Carr complete to Renfro. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
38-yard line.
Carr finds Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Fuck, man, I was so close to getting that.
One hallmark of good defenses,
That sucks.
understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Makes the score Raiders 31. Cowboys.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he has enjoyed some solid groundwork, and some good holes have been created by the guys up front.
Almost get the sense that their game plan is working to perfection, that what they worked on in practice all week, they've just translated and taken it out onto the field in this ball game. And, boy, they're liking what they're seeing.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Yes, let's go. Elliott got injured. Ooh, you're in trouble.
Ezekiel Elliott still down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach.
And he'll take it.
Let's go. Yes, I knew I was going to bust off a huge run.
Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
This one's all but over, boys.
Ready to kick it away is Carlson.
18-point lead.
Fielded a couple
Midway through the 3rd. Yeah, let's go.
Past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And the Raiders pick it up.
Woo, let's go.
To the 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good for Las Vegas.
He used the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30.
This man can't be stopped now. Ooh, boy.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs.
They're struggling.
Get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Jacobs, the ball.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Of course they did.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 1st down.
That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant.
Let's go.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to
2 more drives like that for me, and I'm a Super Bowl champion.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line.
I'm surprised Muse hasn't gone up in overall board, because I've just been strictly using him on kickoffs and getting a lot of tackles.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 49-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Prescott on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a
That's
second
it right
time?
there. They didn't score. They ain't
from
coming back
attempting it
now.
again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slow.
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10
Second drive pass.
at their own 30-yard.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi
kicking their ass.
So close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. 1st down, Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Tony Pollard, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
Woo! Let's go.
Showing his strength and quickness there.
7 minutes until we're fucking Super Bowl champs, baby.
The Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to get this to the 30.
That's a stop.
But that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup.
Ooh, they're going for it, huh?
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Prescott off play action. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
And again, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Prescott looks to throw on first. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott over the middle. Cooper with it.
Prescott's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott yet again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Number 20.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They're on 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's the game. Super Bowl champs, baby. Woo!
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football.
Hey, we did it. Let's go.
As Super Bowl champions.
52-27.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is.
Sorry, Dak.
Rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way.
Tried.
Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights.
Tyrell
for an entire
Williams,
season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.